Our next speakers will tell us how getting to know ourselves better can help us not only to improve our relationships with ourselves, but also make more meaningful connections with others around us. Please give a warm welcome to biographer, ghostwriter, and trainer in creative and professional writings, Karinne Radburn from France. Likewise, let's give a warm welcome to writer, drama teacher, and dramaturg, Eddy Radburn from the United Kingdom.
Merci beaucoup.
Right. Just remember, we're just ordinary holiday makers in Saratoga.
I'm just an ordinary holiday maker in Saratoga.
Nothing to hide.
Nothing to hide.
If anyone approach it, don't say anything. Got it? What is doing? Just stop it.
Yes,
That's it. Bye now. Okay.
No.
I'm going to take the microphone
So,
because he's got a loud voice, not me.
no, I don't know. Maybe you can't hear me at the back. Can you hear me at the back? Okay.
1, 2.
Right, I'd just like to say, as an introduction, theatre. How many people here has done theatre? It can be from the start in the primary school or in the infant school, in the nativity scene. You might have done that in the donkey or no? How many people have played theatre in another language? Two.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, and you enjoyed it? Did you enjoy it? Yeah. Yes?
I'm not going to say no.
No, they're not.
I think they're interesting with the subject. So let us present you the English Comedy Theatre.
Yes.
This is a company that Eddy created in 2007
2007.
in Bordeaux.
Comedy. In French we say like something. English, come Eddy.
That was a joke. Prepare to laugh, people.
All the world's a stage and all the men and women merely players. They have their exits and their entrances, and one man each time that begins.
Can you tell me why did you choose to teach English through theatre?
Yeah, I did English through theatre because one day I saw my daughter. I was in France, I couldn't speak a word of French. All I could say was to seduce a young lady was le train par midi. The train leaves at midday, and there's no way to impress a woman. So that was it. No, I decided to create English comedy theatre because I saw my daughter. Because I saw my daughter. You following me? I saw my daughter play theatre in French, and for me it was something really special. I thought this is a great way to learn a language using gestural movement and theatre, and it was so. Straight away I joined a French amateur theatre group, and I started doing Molière with my accent, Scanahead, and things like that. And I realised I could make people laugh, and this was wonderful because my education was pretty disastrous. I came from a working class family. My mother suffered from mental illness, and I can only remember one time in my life when my mother was normal. And that affected my schooling enormously, and all I wanted to do was to leave school. But I felt that there was something that I wanted to do, and I became a manual person in England, learning, never did French, never did theatre, too frightened to do theatre. But I was just working manually, and then it just clicked. By seeing my daughter do this, I was working in cultural centres near Bordeaux, and one girl said to me,
Et si on fait du théâtre?
And what if we play theatre?
I said, huh? Okay. So I said, okay. I went home. My God, I've never written a thing in my life. So I wrote a one-act theatre play for children of 8 to 10, 11 years old, and with very exaggerated characters, like Mr. Whip. Mr. Whip, the propriétaire, the owner of the cafe called Whip's Restaurant. Now, whip, I mean, or whip, okay? But he's very authoritative.
Yeah, we don't have time.
Okay, so we have Miss Fidget and Miss Fidget.
Anyway, we decided to teach through theatre, but also using humour. Why?
Yes. Humour is a great barrier breaker, we all agree, I think. And if you are timid, which I am, it helps enormously.
You are timid?
Sorry?
You are timid. Why are you timid? No, okay, we won't go into the details. So anyway, he is using humour. And we've got two students here who have been with us for quite a long time. What have you discovered? Because you are teaching to kids, adolescents, adults, and seniors. What have you observed for this kind of category of students?
Okay, well I can repeat and say that it promotes confidence. Humour breaks down the barriers of timidity, and everybody has fun. Everybody has fun, and it's the first steps towards public speaking, which is very important for people. There are so many people hiding behind the others because they do not have the confidence to go ahead and project themselves.
So you mean zero, and to say enthusiasm means zero learning.
Yes, zero enthusiasm means zero learning.
So we've been using this method through different Erasmus projects. We created innovative pedagogies, but this year for UTEL we decided to add the biography inside, because the main theme of UTEL is social inclusion. So to create social inclusion, we decided.
Yes. Yeah, we had a big problem at our school with teenagers. We had a perfect example of this yesterday. We were sitting having a beer, and this girl comes along with a telephone like this, and there's a table. And it's, we have a big problem here, so we have to try and take the phones away from them, but it's very difficult to take the phones away from them. They don't want this. But if you can, the results are amazing, what you can get from teenagers. But it's not just the teenagers. It's addictive. Anyway.
Let's move on to biographies. So this is my part in this project, of course, because I've been a biographer for 17 years now. Not celebrities, common people, common lives. And most of the time when I arrive at my first meeting, the person will say, oh, that's my kids who ask for my biography. They want me to tell the story of my life, but my life has nothing special to tell. And that is wrong, because every one of us, we have something to tell. Our own history is part of the big history. So we have been through events. We have been through events. We have met different people. We have an experience of a society, and that it is important to transmit, but also important to focus on when you want to know who you are. Why are you this adult at this moment in time? What have you done?
Sorry, I didn't mean to do it.
Why are you? How have you become this adult or this person at this moment in time? So for this social inclusion theme, we decided to create a workshop starting with biography. First, a workshop that would be an individual work. Thank you. This is my kid, by the way. It's my husband, but also my kid.
She's the boss.
Because I think if you want to meet others, it's important to know who we are before opening to others. So the workshop starts with a small personal work where people will have to reflect on the important dates of their life first. We all have important dates. And then of the people who had an impact on our life. It could be somebody from the family, from the surrounding friends, but also celebrities or historic people or scientists or whatever. And then they will. I'm going too fast. So I'm giving. If you want this PowerPoint, I will send it to you. So anyone who is interested, please give me your email and I will send you something more detailed to do this workshop. This is a short presentation. So first you will, for example, this is my line of life. I decided to put my birthday. I know I don't look like it. Yeah.
First day of spring.
Then June 1995, August 24, December 2005, sorry, 2007, 2013. This is my big dates. And why? So the students now have to fill in and express why that is important. My date of birth, of course, it's important. 1985, I graduated, and that's why I came to Bordeaux, because I'm not originally from Bordeaux. And this was an important point, because I was 18 and now I'm 25 and I'm still living in Bordeaux.
But you got prizes for disco dancing in Bordeaux.
No, this is not in the line. All right. Then August 2004, I'm now an adult, but I also got to divorce. I don't want to speak about what has come between the two dates. I just want to share the main dates of my life. Because in 2004, I'm not with my family anymore. I have to become independent. And in 2005, I made this one. Freedom for only 1-2 years. No more. Crazy.
I was the same.
Yeah, I know. We don't want to talk about you. It's me for once. And but then, why this date is important? Because now is my husband, number 2. But also because we helped each other to take a different path in our life. Before him, I wouldn't dare being a writer. It was because of him that I became a writer, and that's because of me that he created English Comedy Theatre. All right, so that's an important date. In 2013, that was our first Erasmus project. That is important. And today, of course, because we are so happy to be here in Saragossa. So this is an example, all right? But after that, of course, we have to decide which person was important in my life. So, of course, my family, I have 2 brothers, father, mother, that's okay. And then Eddie. Nice, huh? So nice. That's my husband. He's so handsome. Who are you? And then Erasmus. And so let the participant choose the picture they want to help them focus on their own life. All right? This is the first part of the workshop. After that, so this is an individual workshop. And then they will have to get together around a table and decide which part of the line they want to share. Okay? Just when they are doing this exercise, a lot of anecdotes come to their mind. Oh, I remember when I was in the dance club, or when I was meeting this girl, or whatever. A lot of anecdotes come. When they are together around the table, they will decide to share one anecdote, telling who they are, the one they want to share. And then all together, they're going to write a sketch, a little sketch. This sketch, the person who had the anecdote will be the director of the sketch. This person will take her own life on her own hand and can play God. If they want to change the outcome of the anecdote, they can. All right? And the other participant will play their role, the role of the bearer of the story. Yeah, the bearer of the story. I think I've got something, yeah. So I've got the bearer of the story, the participants, and of course the audience. So this is a mixing of one anecdote, a sharing, and we will do this with every participant. And at the end, we will have a performance sharing parts of lives of the people who would have become close by sharing all these parts of their lives. So this is our workshop, right? So if you want this with more detail, we have a planned lesson for that, all right? And that's it. For us, theatre is still the main tool to gain confidence, to share with people, and we hope to illustrate that once again, because we've been working on that for a lot of years now. We hope we will share that with this project. Okay? Very, yeah.
What I found time and time again was that a lot of adolescents came being pushed into our theatre by their parents because their notes were catastrophe. Okay? And within a few months, not even weeks, the notes of their at school shot up like that because it became evident doing theatre, the things they were learning in school, sitting behind a desk, you know.
Remember, it was in
Lale.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's shouting, "Playing for learning!" Voilà.
So, dare to do theatre. Dare doing, dare to do, dare, enfin. Allez, jouez, faites du théâtre, quoi, mince.
So, knock yourself out.
Many thanks to Karinne and Eddy. Please, a big applause.